And so it begins. The Midwest rivers. We're heading down the Illinois River today. If you've been following our loop this year, you've watched us come up the East Coast, frolic across Canada, navigate Lake Michigan, and most recently, you saw us cruise through downtown Chicago. But now it's time to take on a new set of waterways, the inland rivers. This week, we take on the Illinois River, originally described by early explorers as a boundless marsh. New waterways mean new obstacles, and as we conquer the Illinois River, we'll be met with many locks, dwindling daylight, and lower water levels than normal. But hey, that's the fun of this adventure. We truly never know what we're gonna get. I think it's gonna be a long day. Both Evan and I are a little under the weather. We have 3 locks to get through, and from what we've heard from previous loopers that have gone down this year is that you can get stuck waiting at a lock depending on the barge traffic. So we'll see. Wish us luck. Evan just started the engine. It's time to go.
We got a pack of 6 boats leaving. First river experience.
Yep. We both feel like crap.
Yeah, coughing like crazy.
So the locks coming down the river system are different than the Erie Canal locks and the Trent Severn locks that we've already experienced. And the difference is that 2 things. 1, they are much, much bigger, both area and drops. And 2, there's actual commercial traffic that comes through them. And because of that, commercial traffic always takes priority. Meaning if there are barges coming either way, they're gonna go first. Now, we did hear last night that if the barge is small enough and if they're carrying like something physical like mulch or gravel or something along those lines, we can tie up to them if the lockmaster allows us to and if the barge or the tow captain allows us to. But if they are carrying like a chemical of some sort, then it's a no-go and you have to wait. What we heard was 2 days ago, the group that was on the Joliet wall, they got moving and they were stuck at a lock for like 2 or 3 hours waiting for their turn. So I think one of the other big things coming down the rivers is you really do coordinate with the group of people that you're with. When we were in the Erie and in the Trent, there's so many back-to-back locks and there's no commercial traffic that, yes, you do end up in the same locks with other people, but in this, we're coordinating with each other. We're kind of a convoy together, so we're kind of mean-looking coming down the river. But yeah, we last night had planned on leaving at 7 a.m. At 6, somebody called the lockmaster, and they said it'd be better if we got there at 6:30. So everybody got up real quick, started the engines, and we're on the move. And like I mentioned, we're not feeling great, so I apologize in advance if we don't pull the camera out too much, but if there's anything worth showing, we'll show it. I think it's gonna be a lot of this. And 3 locks today, but leaving Joliet, headed to Ottawa, Illinois. Here we go, Illinois River. After waiting 2.5 hours, we're going into the lock. That was a long 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Radio's going crazy. We're all monitoring on 68, 7 boats or so. But yeah, heading into the lock finally. We knew this was going to be a long day, and I think we're going to wrap it up in here, so let's do it. As previously mentioned, we were both feeling under the weather, and this did end up being a long day just like we thought it'd be. If you're watching our videos to aid in planning your own loop, Let me be the one to remind you to always be kind, but especially in this section of the loop. When making a pass, radio the boat ahead of you and ask if it's alright to do a slow pass. Be patient, as these river locks will have you waiting, especially in a group when the slowest boat goes 6 knots. Everyone is typically ending up in the same places, which for us was Heritage Harbor Marina that night. On a positive note, Heritage Harbor was exactly what we needed after that long day. The staff were incredible and the facilities were awesome. We took the next morning easy with a nice pancake breakfast to celebrate Josh on our buddy boat's birthday.
You're old!
I know, 31, huh?
31.
Still younger than Luke.
How does it feel? He's looking older every day.
Yesterday, I kind of fizzled out on pulling the camera out because it just kind of got to be a long day. It got to be a little bit frustrating. We're all navigating the locks and we're all coming down the river system at the same time. You know, the locks, they're different than the Erie and the Trent. They are always going to prioritize the commercial traffic. They are a lot bigger. They're not going to go up and down nearly as often. So we all have to work together as a group, you know, the group that you're moving in that day. And it just was kind of a frustrating day. So we ended it here at Heritage Harbor. This is a great marina. And we're moving again today to Hennepin's Big Bend Marina, Hennepin, Illinois. And we are going to have some more special visitors tonight. Evan's grandma and Evan's cousin are going to join us for the evening, stay the night, and then ride to Peoria with us.
Good morning from top deck. We had quite the day yesterday. It's just crazy. I used to work with people and I was in sales. But when your heart rate gets up because of people, it's just like not necessary. So wore us out, slept in, had a nice breakfast, got moving again. And it's actually beautiful out. We got blue skies, perfect temperature, a little breeze, and the banks are starting to become less industrial, so that's exciting. But we are ready for a great Saturday. Might throw on some tunes now. We just made it into the lock, the only one for today, Starved Rock Lock. It's a mouthful, but here we are, gates are closing. That was the full lock, and during that time, Ripley has discovered my new captain's setup. We just got this chair. I have to show you guys some wildlife that I'm seeing while I'm here, other than Ripley. She's not very wild, but 2 bald eagles sitting up in this tree. I wish we had a better zoom lens.
We pulled into Hennepin's Big Bend Marina to get some fuel, then laced up for the night before welcoming Evan's grandma and cousin to the boat. We then capped the day off with a cookie cake for Josh's birthday.
Good morning, it's Sunday. We love a good Sunday. Got good weather, and yesterday was a fun evening because we had more visitors. My mom and dad came and brought 2 guests today. My cousin Caitlin and my grandma Sandy.
Hello!
We get to have them on the boat. Last night they both got to sleep on the boat with us.
Yeah, I didn't ask. How did you guys sleep?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Well,
So that's
not
a
too
pro.
bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Caitlin was up here on the table, so.
Yeah, Caitlin slept up here. My grandma was in the guest. We certainly live in a very small space, so having people is fun and cozy, but you don't have anywhere to get away if you want. But today, our plan is to pull off in the next 30 minutes or so. We're going to go to Peoria.
Yep.
39 miles, and 0 locks. So we're excited
Woo!
to see what the shoreline has in store for us. If it's commercial or industrial, or if it's going to be full of houses or trees. Maybe we'll see some changing trees, but we got to get the engine warmed up. I checked the oil and all of my engine checks are done.
Throw some cinnamon rolls in.
We have cinnamon rolls. Oh, I have to show them the cinnamon rolls. I grew up having cinnamon rolls and bacon every Sunday before church.
Yep.
So, Mom, or whoever, Grandma, I'm not sure who brought these.
I think your mom did.
These are my favorite cinnamon rolls. They have to be huge and fluffy. None of that Pillsbury roll stuff. This is the real deal right here. I think Caitlin had a lot of noises out here, more than I was expecting.
Yeah.
You were a trooper.
That's alright. I think there was a boat hitting the dock and stuff, but it was okay.
What do you think of the boat so far?
It's
Very nice, very compact. I
Yeah.
said my kitchen is probably the size of the whole upstairs here.
It is. You have a big kitchen.
It's very nice.
Anything you're looking forward to on the cruise today?
I think just being with family and, cruising down the river.
Yep. Feels like home.
Yeah.
We got the jersey on, crazy hair. Harley is about to check our cinnamon roll status.
Always has crazy hair.
Check it out. How's it look?
Oh, look at that rise.
Oh, baby.
Oh, this winding road. Let's just take the long way home. You've got me running in circles. I don't ever want to slow down. Let's just keep spinning, spinning, spinning. Just keep going around, going around.
All right, yeah, we're good. We are leaving Peoria. We had a great time here, just a quick 2 nights. My mom and stepdad came up yesterday. They helped us get a ton of provisioning done. We did PetSmart and Costco and Walmart and Aldi. So we are set for a while. Like, we are good to go past Paducah, but that'll be a great spot in Paducah to refresh on some of the fresh produce and whatnot. We are leaving Peoria, headed to Quiver Island Anchorage today. That's a very popular anchorage among loopers because it breaks up some of this bigger jump of the rest of the Illinois River until you get to the Mississippi. So we got 1 lock today. It's in about 20-30 minutes. So here we go. Good morning, Ripley. You ready to cruise today? You're so sweet.
Ain't that little darling the sweetest thing, yeah, in this world, yeah. We rise early in the morning to hear the whispers, they come and go.
You want or 2 then?
I mean, it's really up to you guys.
Okay, we'll do that. Sternlight.
Great. Thank you very much. How long are you guys on your journey?
We started in Florida.
Oh, so you're on the home stretch.
We're from Iowa though originally. So
Oh, really?
Like home. Yeah, it's great.
The water levels are a little bit lower than normal this time of year from what we've heard from some locals, maybe about 2 feet lower, which has been pretty consistent. That's how it was in Georgian Bay and the Great Lakes as well. So I don't know why. I haven't cared to look it up, but water levels are a little bit lower. Oh, I gotta show footage of this, but we are the only powerboat today. We got Slacker and new 6 knot crew member, Pleasant View. They're Catalina that just started the loop. This is their 12th day, I think. Yesterday was 11. So we're leading the pack, but we're the odd one out today. That's not typical. Evan's mom got us one of these ratcheting West Marine chairs. This is the life. We've got it set up at the helm station upstairs, and wow, we really were missing out the last 3,000 miles because I am comfortable. I can sit like this all day long, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Ain't that little darling the sweetest thing, yeah, in this world? Oh, sweetest thing, sweetest thing.
They're a little rusty. I hadn't anchored in 2 weeks, I guess, so all good now.
Oh, cannot tell you how good it feels to be back on anchor. We just enjoy anchoring. It's quiet. You don't have people around you. It gets darker at night. It had been too long, like weeks, not days. So I am going to take the cover off the dinghy. Let's see how she's looking after a break. Was the last place we used this Saugatuck?
Let's go back to that apartment where the whole thing started.
It's another day on the Illinois River. We are tired this morning. Slacker took off a little bit before us. We just needed another 30 minutes in bed and to take our time this morning. So let's get you set up while we do the anchor.
Springtime. Let's go back to Illinois.
We had a wonderful night in Havana. We actually met up with some subscribers, Chris and Casey. We got dinner with them and they were so sweet. They bought us dinner, which they did not have to do. They gave us a gift. Casey has her own candle company, so she stocked us up with some great smelling things, which was just so nice. And again, just reaffirms how many amazing people there are out there that we've found on this loop. Yesterday on our cruise, I was just feeling so grateful. I didn't really know how to explain how I was feeling. It was a gorgeous day out. I was up here driving just like this, and I was just feeling full of gratitude for all the people we've met, all of our family we've been able to see, for this amazing journey we're on. We've sacrificed a lot and we've done a lot of hard things to do this, but at the same time we really are blessed to be doing this right now at this time in our life, and with all the resources we have. And yeah, I'm just feeling very lucky and happy in this moment.
Let's go back to Illinois.
Our plan is to anchor just a little bit before the next lock, the LaGrange lock, and then get up early and hit that lock first thing tomorrow. We'll see when we get there if the lock is maybe open and available for us. Maybe we will just go through, but that's kind of the plan for today. And otherwise, it's a lot of the same scenery as yesterday, but to us, it's very familiar. So I'm up here driving, Evan's downstairs working for the morning, and it should be about a 5-hour cruise.
We are about to pass our second barge of the day. Pretty rare for Northern Attitude to be passing boats, but here we are, second one of today. It's a nice day out. Carly's been driving. I'm taking a shift while she goes to the bathroom and does a few things. I've been downstairs working. I'm excited because we're really close to St. Louis, and we also got to anchor last night. Wow. We both slept so good that we left an hour later than what we wanted. It's just hard to get out of bed. I definitely like anchoring. We got to take the dinghy for a whip again, so covers off of that. Ran well. Ripley enjoyed her dinghy ride this morning. Towboat Liberty, this is Northern Attitude.
Liberty back.
Yeah, we're the trawler behind you. Do you have a preference on what side if we do a slow pass?
You can just pick a side, bro.
10-4, we'll pass you on your starboard. Let us know in the comments if you know, but some of the towboats talk on 14 and some are on 13. Holy. Did you guys see that or hear that? That was crazy.
I think my best piece of advice, for people coming down the river is just be kind. It seems simple, but go out of your way to be kind when you're talking on the radio to the towboat captains or the lock masters. And these are their waterways. We come through one time out of the year for the most part. Of course, they always have their pleasure boaters, but us loopers, we only come through 2 to 3 months out of the year. And, we're kind of getting in their way. They're doing their work. They're always doing their work all year round. If we want to come join me over here. Come on. She had to come make an appearance. And so if you radio them kindly and you ask what their preference is, hey, I think I'm gonna be passing ya, Do you prefer on your port or your starboard, your 1 or your 2? They will typically be nice back. Now, if you say, hey, I'm gonna be passing you, I'm gonna go on this side, and don't ask them what they think or what their preference is, yeah, they might get a little irritated. Same goes for the lockmasters as well. The way I've kind of been wording it when I radio ahead is, you can radio or give them a call an hour ahead and just be like, hey, what's your schedule looking like? Do you have any barges coming through? And ask, would it be better if I throttle back? You're not coming in, you're not their first priority. So just remember that it's not that they are being rude or they don't like loopers, it's just that the commercial traffic is the top priority.
Well, such is boat life. We got really lucky on the LaGrange lock. We hit the snooze button a few times this morning, which caused us to leave later than what we would planned on. And because of it, we did not have to wait at the lock. We had 3 boats ahead of us left the anchorage before sunrise or about sunrise. And they ended up anchoring and waiting like 2 or 3 hours for this lock because there was a chemical barge coming north that had priority. And we just rolled right up. The gates were open. That's the luckiest we've been with the lock yet. So thankful for that. But we do have a change of plans because we're not going to anchor at LaGrange Lock like we thought. There's a marked anchorage on the south side. I didn't get a good gut feeling from some reviews of the shore, and we have to bring Ripley to shore. So that, plus we always fished the lock and dams growing up, and there's so much turbulence under the water. It doesn't look like it from the surface, but under the water there's a lot that comes flying over those dams. So just anchoring that close seemed not as great. Definitely doable. Plenty of loopers. I've done it this year, but it's only 1 o'clock, so we're gonna go maybe 10 more miles south and see what that has to offer instead. But that's the last lock until Grafton, so we got at least 1 or 2 days of moving with no locks, which will be good. It's one of those days where we just kind of, well, let's just keep going, because none of the spots we'd picked out really jumped at us or we had a good feeling. So we're probably in for about a 75-mile day after this is all said and done, but it's been very peaceful out here. We're gonna come in and turn to the left into the current.
Okay.
We need about 75 feet of chain.
Holy mayflies.
Trying to see if we're in the middle or not.
Can you put the spotlight over there? Now over here? I think you're pretty good. Ready?
No, let me go up just a little bit, I think. That's probably good.
Okay.
We're not catching.
What?
We're not catching.
I know. There we go. There we go.
Seems good, huh?
Yeah, we're caught. I feel like I'm a little delirious, but yesterday was a really great day. I'm really proud of us for tag teaming it, conquering our second longest day yet. I drove in the morning into the early afternoon, and Evan drove the afternoon into the early evening into dark, as you saw. But we ended up doing, what, 75, 78?
Yeah.
Just under 80 miles, and that was not the original plan. But the Illinois River is lower than normal this year, so anchorages are few and far between, and there's not a lot of marinas. So we ended up in a good anchorage, but that meant going until it got dark out.
Today we have a very short day. Hopefully we're just doing about 8 miles to a restaurant that offers you to stay overnight for $20 no matter your length.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly they have really good cinnamon rolls, so I think we're gonna try that. We're gonna get the anchor up, start the engine.
I'm nervous
Probably
about
about
the
an hour.
anchor. It's gonna be muddy, so.
We'll see. Digging in the fridge.
Second cup of coffee.
Wanna find somebody who wants to settle down the road.
Now it started to snow, now the leaves can't break my fall. Jumpstart drew on a bass guitar and it just won't leave it alone. So just go and leave before you see the need to send it back home. I'd rather be fishing on a boat about the size of my palm than to work all day pushing pencils till the break of dawn. Bucktail swinging on the side of a hook and a fish won't leave it alone. I got a hole in my pocket about the size of Algier and it just keeps growing.
Good morning and happy Friday. We are leaving the Illinois River today.
Yeah, we're going to the Mississippi.
And we're going to be in Mississippi, our home river. Had breakfast bright and early with Slacker and Pleasant View. We got about 30 miles today, and then we're going to be in Alton, where we'll be for several nights. We've kind of been moving a lot, so we're gonna recharge, hang out.
And that wraps up our time on the Illinois River. Be sure to subscribe and come back next week as we tackle the next river on the list. Until then, we love you. Bye!